Hey y'all, in response to a request, we are gonna talk about mitigating your hunger and blunting your appetite just a little bit. Basically, you wanna spoil your appetite before you go out to dinner. I had a client talking about how she just couldn't resist the bread basket. And she said, it doesn't work for me just to tell them not to bring it because everybody at the table wants it and I just can't resist, I can't resist. I said, well, you're showing up to the restaurant hungry, I assume. She said, oh yeah, ravenously, like I'll eat lunch, but then I won't eat anything and we don't eat till 8. I thought, oh my gosh, no, girl, please don't. So I said, we're gonna come up with some snacks, some little appetite ruiners, basically, that will just blunt the edge of your appetite. And these are things that work for me, and I think it might help y'all too if you're having issues with, you just don't wanna sit down to dinner super, super hungry. Because you're gonna make bad decisions, you're gonna go for the bread basket, you're gonna over order, and you're gonna eat too fast. All three things that are gonna sabotage your nutrition plan. So the first thing I wanna talk about is, sometimes it's a breakfast for me, but in the case of a snack, so you're maybe having this around 4 or so, it would be just a half a cup of yogurt, so half of the usual amount you would do, and just half of a scoop of protein powder. So you're gonna get some real satisfying, it kind of coats your stomach, the protein is filling, you've got a little protein here. This has some fat in it, it's full fat goat milk, it's got 4 grams of fat, and let's see, I would do half a cup, so that's 70 calories. It's a great little snack, and that will fill you up. You won't be lunging for the bread basket first thing. I found these at Costco. Trader Joe's also does a version of them. Theirs are organic. These are not, but you know what? Sometimes you just can't be perfect. Costco, these come in a packet of like 10 or 12, and they're fantastic. It's prepared chicken bites, and one package is 140 calories. So you think, well, I don't know, how's that gonna add to my total? But if you eat 140 calories at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but it saves you 400 or 500 calories by overeating at dinner, it's worth it. You see what I'm saying? So you blunt your appetite a little bit and you won't overorder or overeat at dinner because you want your dinner to be the lighter meal. And that's what I've been doing lately. Lunch is by far my heaviest meal. Dinner is a much lighter meal, but I tend to do a little protein snack in the afternoon. So these are great, 24 grams of protein for only 140 calories. That is a great trade-off right there. I always have hard-boiled eggs in the fridge. If I do eggs for breakfast, I like them soft-boiled. So I'll put in 6 and I'll take 2 out for my breakfast when they're soft-boiled, but I'll leave the rest of them in, turn the heat off, put the lid on, and just let them sit, and they'll come to room temperature, and by that time, they'll be perfectly hard-boiled with no chalkiness, no like ring around the yolk or anything. So one soft-boiled egg one hard-boiled egg is all I need to do is a little afternoon snack, and it completely, again, that appetite just goes away. Nuts, cannot say enough good things about nuts. And personally, I've been really going for the raw pecans and pistachios. They both have been shown to be very, very good for your gut microbiome. And so I like these. And also, oh my gosh, my sister turned me onto these. They're the lupini beans, the snacking beans. Oh, they're so good. I order them on Amazon, like 12 to a carton, and they have all these different flavors, and they're delicious. So a small handful has, 15 of the beans have 35 calories and 4 grams of protein with 3 grams of fiber. Now that's another thing that's really helpful for mitigating your appetite, is to have plenty of fiber. So these are delicious. Speaking of fiber, this has more ingredients than what I generally go for, but the trade-off is, these are the Carb Savvy from Trader Joe's. The trade-off is they have a whopping 6 grams of fiber and only 45 calories and 3 grams of protein. So the nutritional stats on it are really good, and I'm kind of willing, I don't eat it a lot, but I'm willing to overlook the really long ingredient list for how good the nutrition is. So I would have for lunch, I would have 2 of these with some meat or leftovers, or make a couple of wraps, throw in some arugula. For a snack at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, if I didn't have it for lunch, I would have 1 of these with a couple of slices of meat, maybe just put some mustard or salsa or something like that, and it's perfect. It really, really holds me until dinner. And speaking of fiber, we were gonna talk about this gross avocado, which I'm sorry, it's so brown. But underneath there, I'm gonna have this for lunch. I'm gonna scrape all that off. Avocados are a fantastic source of fiber and fat, and good fat, and they will fill you up. So I'm gonna, actually, this gross little puppy is gonna be part of my lunch after I scrape off all the yucky stuff. Honor your leftovers from the night before. I had this last night, and this is all that was left from my dinner, and I thought, is it even worth hanging on to it? Because it's like maybe 1.5 to 2 ounces of, these are those Amy Lou's grass-fed sausages. And I just couldn't finish it. I was trying to go for my full complement of protein, you know, my 100 grams or whatever. And sometimes I just can't eat another bite. I just, like, enough food, I can't eat anymore. So I threw it in here, and this is gonna make a great little snack. Warm it back up, a little mustard, perfect. And finally, this is something that is also sometimes a breakfast, but makes a great snack. I will use Thin Crisps or Wassa crackers because they have a nice little hint of fiber there, with some kind of a nut butter, whatever you like. And then on top of it, again, it's a packaged product, but it has very, very few ingredients. And of all the light cheeses out there, I think this one just looks like the best choice. It's not bad at all. It's the Jarlsberg Light. It has very few ingredients, no mystery ingredients, and it has a whopping 7 grams of protein and only 50 calories. So you get a lot of protein in the nut butter. You get some fiber from the cracker, and that'll really hold you. And sometimes that also makes a great breakfast. I love that for breakfast. So those are a few ideas. And let me know if there are other topics you want to cover. Like, do you want breakfast ideas? Do you want cooking things? Do you want more makeup? Do you want, I've been using a micro needling pen. I'm gonna do one on that so y'all can see that I've been doing one side of my face, although the lighting here makes this look like the good side. But I've been using micro needling on this side all here and not over here. And I've only done it twice, 2 or 3 times. So I'm gonna do it like 6 times, and then I'll report back to you and let you know if it actually works or not. I hope it does, because that would be just the greatest. After that fail of the Nira, I was really hoping that would work out, but no, Nira let me down. All right, so keep the questions, comments coming, and we really appreciate it. And y'all stay as glamorous as you can stand to be.